Queenie Tan here, Asia's premier parenting coach and Worldschooling mom to Charles and Kevin. Today is a really sad day because we're leaving Spain, we're leaving Europe after being here for 3 months. That's as long as we can stay visa free. So today is the 90th day, which means we have to get out. And every time we leave Europe is a really sad feeling, because every time we come here, without fail we'll make new friends. Without fail we will walk away being better versions of ourselves, having mindsets that are somewhat altered for the better, having learned life lessons that changes the way we see things and understand people. I love Europe because it's so diverse in languages, culture, belief systems. And I mean, wherever we go, there's always so much history in there. And, we were just in Spain, in Ronda for the week, and we've learned about, different people have conquered this place. And it comes up in conversations. It always, every time I have a question about, why people do things, their practices, their culture, when they explain stuff to me, it always goes back to their origins. It always goes, everything, like with regards to building design, food, preferences, art, music, every time they try to explain it to me, it goes back to their culture, it goes back to their history, it goes back to how different people came and brought different influences, and how it's now being integrated into their unique identities right now in today's day and age. And this is just such an amazing thing to see, because wherever I go in Europe, there's a fusion of the past, and there's a fusion of modern influences, and I don't know how they manage to keep the traditional as well as the modern, and without losing their identities. A lot of times, like places like where I come from, like Malaysia, we have embraced modernism so much that we don't even know where our roots are. A lot of people don't even know where the food that we eat originate from. And the languages that we speak, a lot of people don't even know where those dialects come from. And that's just really sad, because that's a lot of things that we can learn from our European counterparts, because they put a lot of emphasis, government and people, into the preservation of heritage sites, cultural practices. I mean, the bullfight ring, we just went there yesterday. The bullfight ring is in Ronda, is the biggest in Europe, I think. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I still feel really conflicted about it. And I'm pretty sure, the animal rights can march in here and say, oh, look here, this is, abuse and whatnots. But, people will still hold on to certain things in their culture. And I don't know if some of these things will ever change. Some of these cultural practices seems to be, pretty resistant to change. Whereas there are other parts of the culture that are changing and evolving. And so, this last 3 months in Europe has been amazing, because I've learned so much about how different cultures adapt to, fusions from different cultures who, come in, and I don't want to say invade them, but, who end up being a part of, the country, and how that always has some kind of influence on the way people live their lives, their practices, languages, food. It's just absolutely amazing. I ate something yesterday. I can't remember I don't really know what it's called, but I could only find it here and in Ronda and in Setenil de la Bodegas. When I was in Granada, when I was in Malaga, I didn't really see it. It's some kind of dessert. And so I mean, these places are they're still in Spain. They're just, an hour, 2 hours apart, but, the cultures are so different. And I couldn't help but reflecting on my own country recently, And even the traditional food that we eat are prepared by foreign workers. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have any prejudice against foreign workers. I do have strong feelings against people who misbehave, whether foreign workers or not. But a lot of Asian countries cannot survive without foreign workers because their locals don't even want to do half the jobs that the foreign workers are doing for us. But yeah, a lot of our restaurants these days, a lot of our traditional foods are cooked by foreign workers, and it doesn't taste traditional anymore. It doesn't taste local anymore. It tastes more like a fusion between what I remember it to be and what the cultures of the places that the foreign workers come from, and the cultures that they bring with them, along with their hygiene levels. So again, I'm not going to generalize. I can't say that everybody is like that, but I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure they have this issue as well here, where people from different countries come in and make their own fusion, whatever it is. But I just really, and because I'm not European, I can't really see, where the line is drawn, which is local and which is not. But, it does seem that certain parts of their culture is very, very resistant to influences and change. And then there are some that are very susceptible to it. So, and it helps me see people differently. It helps me really question my ability to accept and to tolerate, because we always talk about acceptance and tolerance, and it really forces me to put more emphasis into trying to understand people and finding out why they behave the way they do and why they do things the way they do, and what is the history behind it, what is the culture behind it. And that just adds so much more uniqueness and individuality into everything, into all of us. And I am starting to value that a lot more. So yes, Worldschooling, it continuously changes my mindset, and it's continuously teaching me about everything. How I see people, how I live my life, things that I take for granted, things that I value, and I really truly value that. Truly am grateful for this experience, because I don't think I could learn this in a classroom. I don't think I can learn this back where I came from, where I was punching in 9 to 5 jobs and part-time jobs, and being in the hustle and of trying to get on with daily life activities and paying bills and making ends meet and making sure the children get to school on time. I don't think I would have come to the same level of mindset growth and understanding. So yeah, I truly value this experience. I truly value this opportunity to do what I get to do right now. A lot of it, yes, I am grateful. A lot of it comes from very hard work. So if you think that this is easy, it's not. It's a lifestyle choice. Like, you choose to live in a house that you own, you choose to drive to work, you choose to send your children to school. We all have those choices. We all have those choices. And every time you think, oh, I don't have a choice, oh, I wish I could do that, oh, I wish I can do that. Well, you know what? People who actually make it happen are people who actually realize that they have a choice. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have not done so already, click on the subscribe button below, and I'll see you again really soon in the next leg of my journey. I'll check in again. Bye.